celebratory mood here today.
Llanelli Floral Festival. One of the exhibitors at the show hails from Herbert at the head of the Rhondda Valley. He's chrysanthemum enthusiast Dennis Fletcher. And this week I was privileged to be invited to number 5 Eleanor Street to have a sneak preview of his exhibition blooms.
How are you, Jackie?
I'm fine, thanks.
How are you?
Thanks very much for letting me see your garden. You must be busy this
Oh,
time.
I am really, but you'll have to come this way. I haven't got a back entrance.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Thanks very much. You lead the way here, Dennis.
Ah, there we are, Jackie. Here they are.
Oh, that's magnificent. It's obviously been a good year for you, and every one of these
Oh,
an
yeah.
exhibition bloom.
Yeah, everyone, yes.
About how many have you got here?
I've got about 220 plants here, all reflex.
But you grow in curves as well?
Oh, I grow incas as well, yes. Yeah.
Is this the sum total of your garden? What's under this cover?
Oh, yeah.
How do you cope? I mean, you start your season with the preparation of the soil when?
Well, I usually do that about middle of December, just before Christmas. I put about 3 inches of manure all over the garden.
How do you get that through?
Well, through the house. That's the only way I can get it through, so it's got to come through the house.
You send the wife off for a day, do you?
Oh, yeah. It's carpets up and polythene and papers down and get it in, you know.
So manure goes in here, your stools are lifted and stored.
Yes.
Can you stagger cutting so that you adjust them for the shows?
Oh, yes. You get to know your varieties and, you know, you stagger your cuttings and when you take your cuttings sort of thing, you know.
And where do you harden them off, Dennis? This is the whole area of the garden.
This half year, I put a cold frame. So they've got to be hardened off there. And then when I start planting out, plant this half, and then work back this way and take the cold frame down as I go along, you know, and that's the only way I can do it.
Well, obviously stopping and disbudding and all that sort of thing, it's all crucial for shows.
Oh, yes, aye. Yeah, you get to know your plants and when you're stopping and taking the bud, so you're not far off for the shows that you want.
Well, you obviously cosset these blooms, don't you,
yes,
Dennis?
Yeah.
All this protection, I mean, the whole garden's covered.
Oh, yes, aye. What I do, I put the PVC sheets on the top with the muslin underneath, stop any drippers on it, you know, and the rocaline around the side, stop any wind and rain getting at them, and leaving the bottom then for a bit of air. You know, you've got to nurse them all the time to get them like this.
But when does it all go on?
This goes on about the first week in August. And once the flowers start to show a bit of colour, then it goes on. And I leave a 9-inch gap along the top for the hot air to go out. So, you know, and at the bottom, keep them cool, keep the air going round them, and keep them tidy, like. No damping or anything like that. No?
You treat these like babies, don't you?
Oh, you've got to. Yeah. That's the only way you'll get them to this, you know.
And when it comes to show time, what's your preparation that day before when you're going around and choosing your blooms?
Well, I cut the blooms and then what we call boiling them. You get boiling water in about 2 inches, an old saucepan, 2 inches of water, and you dip the stems in for about a minute, and that sort of seals everything, and they keep them all through the shows and that they don't collapse and stuff like that. And, you know, you're confident that they'll last through the shows, and take them to the shows and put them in and hope for the best. And dress them, of course.
Can you show me which of the blooms you're going to take to Llanelli?
Yes. Well, I'm hoping to take this one, which is New Stylist.
That's a beauty, isn't it?
Yes, they fall right back to the stem, you know. You've got to dress them round a bit, but they're very hard petaled. You know, they're lovely, like. I'm also hoping to take this one.
I like the
which
colour
is
of that.
salmon Venice. You can see the earlier ones with the warmer weather, they've lost a little bit of colour, but these are coming nice,
Yeah.
you know.
Lovely colour.
So I'm hoping to take them. Also the gambit here, these purple.
They'll need a bit of work on the petals, won't
Oh
they?
yes, yeah. You can see the earlier ones with the warm weather again. They've come a little bit rougher than these. These are falling down nice, you know, so they won't be so bad as them to dress.
Any chance of the big pink ones down
Well,
there going?
that pink one there is Pearl Celebration. It came out last year, it's a lovely thing. But that wants to be dressed again,
Yeah.
you know, like these. And with a bit of dressing, it'll make a difference to them, you know.
And which classes are you entering in?
Well, I'm the big class, the multivores class, that's the one, the most important one, but I've entered some single vases as well.
What's the prize for that big one?
£70, that. That's a good prize.
Well, we're keeping our fingers crossed for you.
Oh.
Because the show is the Llanelli Flower Festival, and it's this weekend blooms, don't
Oh,
you,
yes,
Dennis?
yeah.
All this protection, I mean, the whole garden's covered.
Oh yes, what I do, I put the PVC sheets on the top with the muslin underneath, stop any drippers on it, you know, and the rocaline around the side, stop any wind and rain getting at them, and leaving the bottom then for a bit of air. You know, you've got to nurse them all the time to get them like this.
Some of the horticultural delights of Llanellian district. So please join us then. Until then, bye-bye.